Any chance you could do a video on strumming patterns? I tend to fall into the same patterns all the time when I'm writing. I'm going to give you 5 essential strumming patterns today, but more importantly than the strumming patterns, I'm going to give you some ways of thinking. Strumming pattern number 1, getting your engine running. So all we're going to do is an 8th note strumming pattern, so that's just counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Down strums on the numbers, up strums on the and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now I know this is really elementary. The fact that my arm is constantly moving up and down means that everything is perfectly in time. That's really important for where we're going to now. So let's go on to rhythm number 2. This is a rhythm that I like to call the stock rhythm. This is the rhythm that people get kind of trapped into using all of the time. But I want to take it one step further with this and show you how we can adapt this. So this rhythm's going to start the exact same way, just down, up strumming. All we're going to do in this, for the idea of this strumming pattern now, is take out where we connect with the strings on certain strums. Let's start with just taking out the and of number 1. So we're going to start off with just constant down, up strums. And now when it comes to number 1, it's going to miss the up strum after it. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now you notice the arm's still going up and down. It doesn't stop. This is tons of strumming patterns now before we even got to the strumming pattern that we're going to discuss in this one. Now we can miss out the and of 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's miss out the number 3 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's miss out the number 4 just to cover all bases. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You could combine them. You could miss out the number 1 and the number 2. So missing a down strum can sometimes feel a bit odd, but once you've got it, it's fine. So we're going to miss out the number 3, so it's going to go 1 and 2 and miss and 4 and 1 and 2 and miss and 4 and. Now, you notice that how my arm keeps moving. Again, I know I keep going on about this, but that is the reason these things sound good and they feel natural, is the arm keeps moving. We could go through that and miss out number 1, miss out number 2, miss out number 3, and miss out number 4. We've got loads of new strum patterns there. But what I want to get to now, we're going to miss out the and of 1 and the number 3. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And that's the strum pattern that I call the stock rhythm, and it's just such a useful pattern. Down, down, up, up, down, up. That is the rhythm I wanted to show you, but it's the rhythm you already probably know, but we can use that concept to make tons of new strumming patterns. So even though we're only on strumming pattern number 2, hopefully it's giving you more ideas. And you could just go, right, I want to miss out the and of 2 and the number 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Strumming pattern number 3. Technically, strumming pattern number 2 was actually tons of strumming patterns. The strumming pattern number 3 is same kind of thing. I'm going to give you a new concept to try. And we'll start off with just the same idea of constant down up strums, the 8th note strumming pattern. Instead of doing it as down up strums, why don't we take the exact same thing, but we're going to double our arm speed. And the way we're going to do that is just do all these strums as down strums. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and becomes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the rhythm and the timing is the exact same, but our arm has now double speed, which is important. So now we can turn this 8th note strum pattern into a 16th note strum pattern by adding up strums to this. So you can already see there are so many options that we have available for us with this. So the strumming pattern I want to give you is just this. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1 and 2 and 3 E and a 4 E and a. But more importantly than that, I want to give you that as an idea. So strumming pattern number 4 is going to be something completely different to what we've done so far. So everything we've done so far has been in 4/4. But what I want to look at now is show you a little bit of something in 6/8. The count and the pulse of what you're playing really does affect the feel of the music that you're making. 6/8's used all the time, especially in ballads and love songs and things like that. And it's really simple. All we're going to do is count to 6, but we're accenting number 1 and 4. That's the important thing with 6/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So play everything soft, but just 1 and 4, just make louder. The rhythm that I want to give you is literally just that, counting to 6, accent on 1 and 4. If you want to make it a little bit more interesting, you can just add an up strum at the end just to, bring it back round. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1. You could experiment with where you want to put those up strums. That's something I'll leave to you. So you could come up with tons more strumming patterns with this time signature. Just make sure that you've still got that pulse going, because that's what I want to discuss in the next rhythm as well. Strumming pattern number 5, and as you probably already guessed, it's not necessarily a strumming pattern. It's a concept that when you think about, and this one, you can go back through all of the strumming patterns we've done so far, except for maybe the 6/8 one, and add this idea to it, and it'll be a game changer. It'll make everything so much better, and let's explain why. Let's go back to the simplest rhythm that we went through. Rhythm number 1, just constant down ups, getting that engine going. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And number 2 and number 4 is where your snare drum commonly lives. If you start thinking of 2 and 4 as being accented beats, you will see people tapping their foot, you will see people nodding their head, because what you're essentially doing is you're adding groove to your playing. So if I just do that same thing, technically correct, and 2 and 3, I'm going to keep the strumming light, and on 2 and 4 I'm going to start accent, right? Speed it up a bit. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, accent. If I do the stock rhythm, but now if I start accenting 2 and 4, we get this. In 6/8, the important thing is accenting 1 and 4. That's really important. Anything that's 4/4, you get into the idea of accenting 2 and 4, you are going to sound better. Hopefully that's given you a lot of food for thought. I've covered a lot of different things in this lesson, and I'll see you in the next one.